Going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, today we're going to go over some lighters that I tend to enjoy. I don't know why. I started getting into the Dupont. I've always liked Zippo, which is this one here. So we're just going to go over some different lighters that I found very useful and also some recent pickups. So we'll do some Xikar unboxing of some newer lighters that are a little bit more affordable. Again, it's not going to be like a Bic lighter or anything goofy. Some of these are going to require some refilling, so we'll go from there. But I'm just going to kind of show you some of the features of the basic ones. And I've got some antiques back here too, which I'm not putting lighter fluid in because I don't want to start my house on fire because they're old and they probably leak. And I don't even know how to change a flint on this one. But these three items right here are actual lighters themselves. Some of the lighter fluid that I recommend. Again, this is if you smoke cigars. Now, if you're lighting cigarettes, who cares? Add butane, add taste to your cigars. It doesn't matter. It stinks anyways. But for a cigar, you're typically paying a little bit extra for the taste. So you want a tasteless butane when you're lighting your cigar. And yes, this little guy right here is a lighter. So, all right, first we're going to do the basics. So I need to replace some of the lighter fluid in my Zippo lighter here. So this is a little more expensive version, Jack Daniels. There's a lot of different Zippos out there. There's people that all they do is collect Zippos. I think Zippos are great. I believe they became popularized after World War II. That's how our soldiers lit their cigarettes. So anyways, this needs lighter fluid. So when you're when you're filling up lighter fluid in a Zippo, there's not like a pressurized spot on the bottom or anything goofy. Yes, it's made in the USA. That's another bonus. So you basically flip this up here, pull it out, and then you have kind of like this cottony type material. So you pull it back, and then you're going to fill it with lighter fluid. So, and you want to use the right kind of lighter fluid, Zippo brand. This stuff is not very expensive, and those of us who live here in the United States have easy access to it. Not so much in the stores. I mean, a lot of our hardware stores and stuff sell it, or your local cigarette shops. But if you don't want to pay a jacked up price for it, just get it from Amazon. Seriously, and they'll deliver it in the next couple days. So anyways, you take the tip here and you basically fill in the lighter fluid, and it gets the cotton, saturated inside, or the cotton-like material. And then you want to like chill out a little bit. Like you don't want to overfill it, and you're going to get some here. It's going to fill. You want to get it on the wick before you light it. And then you simply just put the Zippo back in. Click that back down. And we'll let that saturate, and we'll light that in a little bit. And get this out of here so we don't blow up my house while I'm filming this. All right, next here, so you saw how simple that was to fill the Zippo, right? Super easy. You go like this, you light it. Again, I'm gonna let it kind of soak in because I don't want to ruin that wick. So this right here is an SD Dupont lighter. I believe this one's from the 80s, possibly the 70s. It's an awesome piece of art. It's all handmade. There's a H, I believe, on here. Like even the top has details. And these guys here, these are like the old school ones. You can tell a fake one from a real one. So the real ones, there's like a whole website or a blog that's like, hey, stay away from these serial numbers because they like copied them in China over and over again. But you can typically tell when you see the serial number here, see how it's kind of like uneven? That's because the actual lighter person, these are handmade, literally stamped each one of these serial numbers on there. And another way to tell a fake SD Dupont from a real one is you pull the thing out here. Not all of these have this feature. Most of them you have to use a screwdriver, but there's actually like it's hand painted red paint inside there. So inside here, see how there's like actual red paint. So this particular red painted version, this does need to be filled a little bit too. This sucker leaks like crazy, so I actually purchased from, where the heck did I buy it from? I actually did purchase a repair kit, so there's like some special screws, or it's like a wrench, right? But it has like a thread on the end, and it allows you to pull out the valve this way. And then I also ordered some O-rings, supposedly that replace the rotted one that's inside here. So that's one of the biggest issues with these older ones, is they leak like crazy. You can fill them up with gas. If you don't hear the leak right away, but it's a very slow leak, you actually can dip the entire lighter and submerge it underwater, which is okay with this one. You'll get the flint a little wet, but it kind of doesn't matter. And if you see bubbles coming out of the submerged lighter, you've got a leak. So that's the only thing that sucks about these. And if you don't have the proper tools, or you're not, spending big money for a brand new one. I mean, when I mean big money, I mean like they get up there in the thousands. So the nice thing about these older vintage ones is you can pick up a nice working order, nice piece of history for under $300. It's great, awesome lighter. It's got some heft to it. So I'm going to show you, or attempt to show you, how to fill this bad boy up. If I can find the tip here. Okay, so here's the tip that I'll be using. It's not really the right one. There's actually one that has an O-ring around it that you're supposed to use. So this might go bad pretty fast. Now, I'm not going to use the Colibri tank on it. I'm going to use this little Zippo one, because this little tip here tends to get stuck on there. I've bought these tips from Amazon. These were actually bought from eBay from another seller overseas, I believe in England or the Netherlands. So this one works, but the tip I bought from Amazon, which were originally from like a Chinese seller, they absolutely sucked. Like you couldn't even get this part over the spout here of your can without it leaking from this direction. Never mind going in the lighter, but leaking out this way. It absolutely sucks. So these actually hold on to Zippo brand or Colibri brand quite well. All right, so you zoom down here. So you basically just want to take this and then the lighter will feel a little bit cold. It'll start feeling cold by your fingers here. So that's leaking. You can hear it. So this is not going to last very long, but it'll at least be able to light, and I can demonstrate how this works. And then these guys here, the flint is right inside here, and it strikes this wheel. So when you do that, it lights up right away. And then you have a regulator here where you can regulate it. So beautiful, beautiful lighter. I mean, it's a piece of art. It really is. So if you just want something super nice, or you want to gift for a family member that does smoke, I don't recommend this really for cigars. It kind of is too small, and I would probably recommend a torch lighter for a cigar. But this is perfect for just someone that smokes cigarettes, or just someone that likes to collect lighters. I mean, there are people out there that like that stuff. So this is by far the most beautiful thing I've had in my possession. But this is probably the coolest thing I've actually owned. And these you can't really get here in the United States. They typically sell them in Japan. Japan's all about having very nice small lighters that fit inside your actual cigarette pack, because smoking cigarettes is super popular in Japan. Now here in the United States, no one's really going to have a fancy lighter for their cigarettes. I mean, I've seen some people have fancy lighters, but most people just use a Bic or matches. Again, we got no class here in the United States. It's just about convenience, right? The more convenient, the better. That's how the United States rolls, obviously. But if you want something elegant, this guy here is called a Tsubota. So that's Tsubota Pearl Gold. And there's a little spot under here where you fill it with butane. Just takes a standard screwdriver. I already filled this one up, and you just have a standard wick here, and then you just go like this to light it. It's kind of goofy. And then obviously this part gets like all hot and whatever, but I'll show you guys how that looks like in the dark. Okay, so I'll blow that out. So that in itself is really, really cool. It's almost like having like an Instamatch or something in your possession, but you don't throw anything away. And this cap is annoying. It only goes on like literally one way. So you don't want to like force it. I'm trying to get this back on. All right, come on, cap. There we go. And yes, when you have oil on your fingers, you'll get fingerprints all over it. But again, this is designed to go inside your pack of cigarettes or in your makeup case if you're a lady that smokes. Again, super elegant, beautiful gold finish. Nothing feels cheap about it. And it's metal, guys. This is not plastic. This is actual metal. So it's a very nice, gorgeous piece. There's one seller on eBay selling some kind of anniversary version of this, and they're asking big bucks, like I think $100 or $130, which is super expensive. I've got this one listed in my shop, and if you want to pick it up, that would be great. Actually, no, I haven't listed this yet, but I will list all these lighters for sale because I think me just having them is great, but this is the kind of stuff, if you like lighters, I like if you like to smoke cigars like I do, or you like smoke cigarettes, maybe you don't care as much, but this is cool stuff for sure. Next is the Xikar. Hope I'm saying that right. This is the I guess the G2 model, our Fort Black 523 BK. This one's kind of cool. So this particular lighter, you light it underneath here. Okay, so it goes straight in there. You can control how strong the flame is. And the coolness about it, if you smoke cigars, is it has this piece here and it has a punch. And this punch is not a cheap Chinese piece of junk. It actually is very, very sharp. So you put your cigar in there and you basically poke a hole in it. You don't have to worry about cutting your cigar. And that little hole allows you to draw air into your cigar, and then you just simply go like this to light it. Now I'm going to turn the lights off, and that's the flame itself. And it's super satisfying. Like, it lights every time. Light, 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 light. So if you're like nervous, you can be clicking like this. Just don't do it in your pocket because you'll let your jacket on fire. But it's very, very cool, and you don't have to do anything special. They just press down, and out comes the flame. Super, super cool. This is a great lighter. This brand is very popular amongst cigar smokers, and it's an actual beautiful piece. And here's a little window too to tell you how much fuel you have. So there's never a mystery of like, oh crap, I'm running low. You can fill up your bad boy, or just take it before you go out for the day, or go to a Bears game, smoke cigars, do a little barbecue action, some tailgating. Bring one of these bad boys with you. And again, it's got some heft to it. It does not feel cheap and Chinese. It feels like it's really well made. And who knows, maybe they make this in China, but they at least use some real metal inside of it itself. Okay, next we're going to unbox something. Now, I've already unwrapped the paper, or not the paper, the plastic around this one. So this is the Xikar XK1 Lighter Black. This one I thought kind of looked like a sports car itself, at least from the photos. So let's see what this looks like in real life. So these are the instructions that you get. They always say bleed it. They've got their multi-tool. You're supposed to bleed it before you fill it up. These do come dry, so you do have to fill them up. And we're going to unwrap this bad boy here. Very, very cool. And yeah, these are made in China, but whatever. Like, they've definitely got some beautiful build quality to them. And this is where you fill it up, and it's obviously dry. So I'm digging the feel of this one, just the way this clicks itself. It actually feels really, really nice. And let's get some fuel in it. So to fuel it, you basically just take your can here, go straight in. I like to double tap or triple tap inside, just so that way I know I got some air going. Okay, hopefully that's done the trick. It feels a little cold. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, that's coming out strong. Oh, wow. That's coming out real strong. All right, let's turn off the light, see what we got. All right, we got to probably increase the flame a little bit. There we go. That's cool. Very, very cool. It reminds me like a jet, like the back of a jet. That these are like, they're so blue, it's like hard to see, right, without the lights off. So that's a really, really hot blue flame. So very, very cool. Again, these lighters are very satisfying. I don't know what it is, like guys and clicking stuff, but I could click this all day long. So, as dumb as that sounds. So that's a beautiful lighter. I'm going to try that out on my next cigar just to see how I like it. So that's unboxing that one. And now we're going to unbox just a gunmetal version of this one here. So just curious to see what that looks like. And then our last one will be a weatherproof one for all you campers out there. And I'm going to probably do shorts on each one of these lighters because for some reason people love watching my shorts. Not my actual real shorts, but shorts on lighters. When I do like quick comparisons, again, I do the same. Like I'll watch videos that I think are interesting over and over again. So here is the gunmetal version of the black G2. Beautiful design. Love the gunmetal look. That looks really, really cool. So we're going to fill this up with some gas here. And they always say too to bleed your lighter, I guess to get like actual air out of it, but I'm not listening. I'm just putting I'm just putting gas in it right now. There's no patience here on this channel. Oh Jesus. All right, I have an explosion. See, that's again why I didn't put kerosene inside of these, because that would have just leaked all over and then we would have had a nice small explosion. All right, we're gonna do the ultimate test here. There we go, it lit right away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very cool lighter. So again, I really like these designs. I'm not really going to talk about price because you can kind of get them anywhere, but I will have these in my store. But obviously it'll be cheaper to buy from me than if you're buying it at a retail location because they're going to charge you full price. But these are really, really nice. I like the feel of both. I like the look of the black with the silver, and I like the look of the gunmetal. They're both great looking lighters. And again, if you smoke cigars, this hole punch is like a lifesaver. And this one's not coming out. Oh yeah, it is. You do need some nails, but super, super sharp. So I've had great experience with that. And now our very last one here is the another Xikar brand, and this is a Stratosphere High Alt Clear. So this is for higher altitudes. I don't know if it really works in higher altitudes, but that's what it's designed for. Are you going to see me climb a mountain and do a demo of this? Absolutely not. I do not do climbing. I don't do heights. And there's really no really tall areas around here unless I go on the Sears Tower, but they wouldn't let me light anything inside the Sears Tower anyways, because you can't smoke inside any building in Chicagoland. Or the Willis Tower, what do you want to call it? So we're going to put some butane in here. See what this one... This comes with a free shoelace too. So I guess if you need a shoelace and a lighter, you get a nice shoelace that says Xikar on it. That's pretty cool. I'm sure some of you that are watching have broken their shoelaces before and wondered, man, can I get a lighter with an actual shoelace included? That would be great. Sign me up. All right, this one's clear, and I can clearly see the butane that's inside there. So that's a very nice feature. I know it's harder for you guys in YouTube land to see it, but I could see the liquid as I was pouring it in there. So this seems to be like an all protective case to protect the mechanics of it. It's definitely not the type though that has like a water seal around it. I've had lighters like that before where when you pop it open, there's like a seal. So it's definitely not waterproof, but ooh, it's pretty orange. Let's see what it looks like in the dark. All right, so this is more for like starting, just lighting a fire, not so much smoking a cigar. Now let's see if we turn it up. So we'll dial it up here. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh geez, that just like exploded. Okay, never mind. Okay, look how high the flame is now. So you can get very aggressive with these. Very, very cool. Now this one does not like where I'm clicking it, it does not feel as satisfying as the Xikar here, the G2 or the black one. Like this, it's super easy. This, it feels kind of junky and clunky, but this is for someone out there hiking. They're not going to be bringing this. This weighs a lot. This weighs almost nothing. So also the least amount of weight is very important when you're hauling all your stuff in a backpack and it's on your back, not in your car. So I understand why this is so light. Very, very cool lighter. So these are very affordable as well. And you can see your fuel inside this fuel window inside. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, please like, share, subscribe. I know this is something different because normally I'm doing coins, but I just wanted to share my passion with you on some of the lighters that are available out there, from expensive to sky's the limit. I mean, this type of brand, you can get like real gold ones, to super cool, tricky ones if you smoke cigarettes, to very satisfying modern design cigar type lighters, to your tried and true, very easy, low maintenance, made in the USA Zippo lighters with a little bit of Jack Daniels or whatever else you like to drink on the front there, to your camping style lighter. So I hope you guys appreciated it. Again, I'm not going to attempt to get these antiques back here going. These are more like shelf pieces that you put at your office for show, not so much to use every day. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.